Okay. What's going on, everybody? I didn't expect this to be the last recap of the season. When the season started, I didn't think week 17 was going to be it. I thought maybe a week 18, a week 19. But, we're here. It's the reality of the situation. How's everyone doing? How you guys doing? We staying healthy? We staying safe? Looking forward to watching the playoffs. Super wild card weekend is going to be tons of fun. If you guys are new to my live streams, you guys throw some comments up there while I recap the past game that we just watched, and then I'll throw them on the screen, answer some questions, take your comments, all that good nonsense. So yeah, if you guys aren't new, you guys know the drill. We do this all the time. We'll do an off-season video too. I don't know if that's going to be a video or a live stream. Maybe probably a live stream. Um, so let's talk about this Denver game. You guys start commenting, and then we'll talk about the season as a whole, what to look forward to, bright spots, bad spots. We'll get into it as we do. Um, the game. Listen, this is one of those games, but I just read but, which is why I said but. This is one of those games that on paper it doesn't mean anything. Um, but and you tell yourself when you go into this game, you're ready to you want them to win, but you go, I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to start cheering or hooting and hollering or whatever. And then by the end of the first quarter, you're hooting and hollering. It's just the way we are. So needless to say, I was fired up the whole game. I was rooting hard for us to win. I was getting upset when bad things were happening. The defense was bad as usual. The offense was good as usual. Although 4 turnovers, which is pretty not good. I don't know how many games you could win getting penalized triple the other team and having 4 times the amount of or not 4 times the amount, but four more turnovers than the other team and win. And it was so eerie when we got the ball back with like a minute 40. I said we're gonna score and go for two again, and it is literally the exact same scenario as last year. It was an eerie feeling to see that. But I'm never team tank. Never team tank. So I was happy that we got a win. 8-8 is better than 7-9, as pathetic as that is. Um, I thought Derek did not play super well. He did go for 370 and 2 touchdowns, which that's really good. He had some bad throws. I do put the first interception on him, and obviously the second one was just a bad throw. But when the game's on the line, when we need to go down and score, we do because he's very clutch. Um, the defense is not good, and we will address that. There's not really much else to say in this game. We can get into the season now. I guess I'll start taking your comments. But it was a fun game to watch. 2 blocked field goals. I mean, the poor guy had to try a 70-yard field goal. What was even the point? But we'll get into some of these comments here, and then once I catch up, we'll talk about the rest of the season. Whew. Anthony, what's going on, Anthony? Says basically the same garbage and not good enough. I'm tired of settling for mediocrity. I mean, I'm with you there. I don't know if anyone is settling for it. I think sometimes we see the same thing happen over and over again, and I don't think anyone's settling for it. I think they're all doing the best they can to improve, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I was looking back at the season because I made the highlight video. You guys can check that out. It's like 40 minutes, no music, just the way we like it. Um, we were 5 yards in the Charger game, and then 19 seconds in the Dolphin way from being 10-6. I don't know if that would have got us in, but it's the reality of the situation. Our schedule was way more difficult than it was ever supposed to be, and it was supposed to be very difficult. Not only did we have to play the Bills and the Saints and the Chiefs twice, who we thought were going to be good, Justin Herbert turned out to be a baller. The Colts are really good. The Dolphins out of nowhere. The Browns, that was a tough schedule, and it was a COVID year. And we had a game where we didn't play with the offensive line the whole week of practice, and the defense didn't practice the whole week. It was a tough year for everybody, and when you don't have a good defense and your offense is good, but not the greatest show on turf. It's tough to get to 10 wins, but we were right there. We were so close, a lot closer than last year. I think to say that we didn't improve upon last year, not saying that you're saying that or anyone is. I don't know if anyone's saying that, but that's not true. We absolutely improved offensively. Defensively, we took a step back, big time. It was worse, and that's going to be something we need to address in the offseason. Charlie, what's up, man? It'll get better, fellas. I agree. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Francisco says Mariota. I don't know what to do with that. Is that a happy Mariota scream? Is that a mad Mariota scream? Do you want us to trade him? Do you want us to trade Carr? How do you feel about that situation? At least we have an elite tight end. Absolutely. Oh, Jan's coming on. You guys are boring me. um, we have the elite of the elite in the tight end position. He is unreal. Unreal. Flub 381 or 831 Raiders. Absolutely. At least we won. Absolutely, Francisco. Denver game is story of the season. Defense, awful offense sometimes bails us out. It's true. It's 1000% true. All of it. Marcus or Carr? Carr. He played well enough to win. He did. I mean, obviously, because we did win. He had a lot of good throws. It was just the 2 interceptions that were not good. Everything else was really good. He still probably isn't 100%, but he played very well. He did. Will the Raiders win the Super Bowl in the next 5 years? Yeah. That's a good question. You'd like to think that's the window there. If the defense improves to get to average, I think there's a chance. You have to understand it's really hard to win a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, who is my personal best quarterback of all time, he's not the greatest. Tom Brady's obviously the greatest. He's won 6 Super Bowls. But if I was going to start a franchise, I would take Aaron Rodgers over any quarterback that has ever played the game. The man's been to 1 Super Bowl. It's not easy. It is not easy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just finished it yesterday because the Bronco game was the last game I needed to get. Chop that all together. You guys can watch it. It's on the channel. It's doing pretty well so far. Dominique, what's going on? So far, I'm not excited about the defensive coordinator news. Not feeling Gus Bradley or Joe Barry or Raheem Morris, honestly. Okay. Okay. And after hearing Gruden pressure, we can forget about Wade. Gruden wants 4-3 defense, so I want Chris Richard as DC. Who is that? I'm going to look it up right now. Chris Richard. Who is he? This guy is. He previously served as. So he hasn't been in the game a while? He was a defensive assistant coach for the Cowboys and the Seahawks. Explain to me why you want him. I'm open for it. I'm open to anything. I'm not just going to shut anything down, but I'd like to see a little bit of an explanation. I'm okay with Gus. I don't want Wade Phillips, and I've been telling people this. I just want a little bit of energy. Obviously, this is not going to happen because he's probably going to get a head coaching job. But I want Robert Saleh. Now, that's not going to happen. He's going to get a head coaching job. But I need a little bit of energy, and I think Gus Bradley or Raheem Morris would bring that. It can't get any worse. So, I just bought a Jonathan Abram jersey. Do you think that was a bad idea? Do you think Abram will be on the team next year? Yeah, don't worry about Abram. He'll be okay. He's a difference maker. People saying Ruggs is a bust. What do you think about that? Okay, I'm so glad you brought this up. I have to sit up for this one. You guys have to put things into perspective. It was a COVID year where the rookies did not have ample time to get prepared for the season. Okay. Now, I don't know, Francisco, or anyone in here, how long you guys have been Raider fans, but I've been a Raider fan long enough to remember Darius Hayward-Bay. If you guys remember Hayward-Bay, then you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. We drafted him in the first round. He was a fast guy out of Maryland, wide receiver. I can't remember him making one play his rookie year close to what Henry Ruggs did 7 or 8 times this season. Okay? Henry Ruggs ended the season this year with 462 yards and 26 catches and 2 touchdowns. Darius Hayward-Bay had 126 yards his rookie year. You have to understand that when Nelson Aguilar elevated himself to become the number one wide receiver for this team. All of a sudden, the ball that was supposed to go to Ruggs went to Aguilar. So you have Waller with 100 plus catches. You have Renfro with 50 plus catches. You have Aguilar with 50 plus catches. There's not a lot of ball to go around after that. He was our fourth option on offense. And you may say, well, we drafted him in the first round. Where's the production? It will be there. He made difference making plays. He had the huge touchdown against the Chiefs. He had another insane catch against the Chiefs. He had some great plays against the Chiefs the second time. He almost had a huge touchdown in the Panther game. He got some pass interference calls. Here's the way I look at it. Would you guys be okay if before the season I told you Darren Waller is going to have 100 catches, Hunter Renfro is going to have 50 catches and 600 yards, and then there's going to be a receiver that has 8 touchdowns and 960 yards? Would you guys be like, oh God, I hope that's Henry Ruggs? Or would you say, great, I'm happy whoever it is? Because every time Aguilar makes a play, I always think to myself, would you guys be more happy if it was 11 who caught the ball instead of 15? Because I really don't care right now. I don't care. It was just like last year when people were like, Cleveland Farrell is not making, he doesn't have the sack numbers. I'm like, yeah, but Max Crosby is. So as long as we get production out of the receiver position, I'm okay with it. If Henry Ruggs' whole career is 4 touchdowns a season with 800 yards, while Darren Waller's the one catching 200 balls a season, we'll be totally fine. The offense is not the problem. Henry Ruggs is the least of my concern. And that's where I fall on it. Bryan Edwards is somebody else who's going to factor in at some point. If we let Nelson Aguilar walk, then we need Ruggs/Edwards to step up, and I think that will happen because there will be a void there. But right now, we have productivity at the wide receiver position, the likes of which we haven't had since 2016. So I think we need to pump the brakes on the Henry Ruggs is a bust thing. That's where I fall on it. Should we try to get Allen Robinson, then release Tyrell Williams, or keep Tyrell? No, Tyrell's gone. I like him, but he's gone. We don't need another wide receiver. We need to spend every waking second in the offseason addressing nothing but the defense and a right tackle. But thank you so much, Adrian, for the comment. If you could make one superstar trade, for the example, the Cardinals trade D-Hop the offseason, who would you trade for and why? That's a great question. I think corners were good. I think we got Trayvon, we got Arnett. We need a third corner, though. Hopefully that's Amik if he develops. Our safeties, Abram. I would like to run it back with Jeff Heath. Linebacker, I would like to address in the draft, which means you would have to be a defensive end. I mean, I don't know if it would ever happen, but to get a little nostalgic, I would probably trade a pick or two for Khalil Mack to get him back on the squad. We need a defensive end and or middle linebacker that's going to make a big difference. So that's probably where I would go with that. I don't have the exact name in mind. It would just be kind of fun to get Khalil Mack back. Again, that would never happen. But that's what we need. He took the year off because he was the guy behind the Seattle Legion of Boom. Oh. I thought that was Gus Bradley, though. I thought Gus... Who was the... I'm going to look up Legion of Boom defensive coordinator. It was Gus Bradley, brother. Several key Seahawks defensive coaches in the Carroll Legion of Boom era have gone. Defensive coordinator Gus Bradley. Yeah. But Chris Richard was also involved in that. So I understand where you would like him to. Maybe we get them both. Maybe Chris Richard could be his assistant or something. Or maybe Chris Richard could take the defensive ends and Gus Bradley could could coach the whole thing. It's not a bad idea. I agree with that statement, Matthew. Absolutely, at least 10-6. Did I hear about the DUI? Yeah. Now, Josh Jacobs, his attorneys and his people have come out and said that he was not intoxicated. I don't want to speculate on that because that's not something that's speculation worthy. This is like a real life thing. Um, I just hope that whoever was involved is okay. Um, and that's really all I want to say about it, to be honest. We would have easily gone 12-4. We had a top 15 defense. Yeah, we probably would have lost to the Chiefs once, the Bills, the Bucks, and who else? I don't even know. I don't even know who else we would have lost to. Oh yeah. Matthew, what's up, man? Gruden said he wants someone with a winning history. Wade Phillips has a successful resume. I know, but why does he not have a job right now? I just need someone that I just want someone that, I don't know. I just need energy. Energy is the word I keep coming back to. I don't know if Wade Phillips has. When I think of energy in my defensive coordinator, I just don't have Wade Phillips vibes in my head. Ruggs is not a bust in my mind. I agree, he's not. Fierce, what's up, man? Nelson Aguilar is basically Jerry Judy. Yeah, but he's better. He doesn't drop the ball as much. Are you doing the Madden series as soon as the new schedule drops? Yeah, we're gonna do a playing through the Las Vegas Raiders schedule on Madden 21, 2022, all that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I will do that. Of course. Trevor, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? You talk about Trent already? I think he's gone. Trent Brown. No, I didn't talk about him, but we need. Oh, I did say we need a new right tackle. So there you go. That's my thoughts on Trent Brown. Goodbye. Ruggs ain't no best. Look at Tyreek Hill's numbers his rookie season. He did actually worse. Cliff Branch only had 200 passing yards, 200 receiving yards his rookie season with us. Yeah, we got to just relax. Should we go for Isaiah Simmons? I don't know. How did he do this year? I didn't hear his name a lot, but I wouldn't hate it. We do need a lot of new players on defense. Arlen, what's up, man? Let's go off Trent Brown and play Nelson Aguilar. More to stay. I'm going to make a prediction. It's going to be one that maybe you guys aren't going to like, but I don't think Nelson Aguilar is coming back. I think he would like to, but he wants to make his money as well. We're not going to be able to pay him as much as these other teams. And I think he's going to walk. But it's okay because we're going to have Edwards and Ruggs to step into the picture. Hopefully they make the right move there. Jalen, bro, we need a new freaking quarterback. Okay, I'm happy you feel that way, and I'm happy that you're watching the live stream and enjoying it. I don't agree, but it's all right. We could all have different opinions. He was the secondary coach. Okay, so I'd like to bring them both in. To be honest with you, I think that would be pretty sweet. Raiders a playoff team next year, in my opinion. What about you? I mean, I thought we were going to be this year. I didn't know the Colts and the Dolphins were going to be as good as they were. I wonder who were my AFC playoff teams. Let's see, because I did the whole schedule prediction thing. My AFC playoff teams were the Ravens and the Steelers. That's right, and the Titans. Then I had the Bills, the Chiefs, and then I had the Broncos and the Raiders making the playoffs. I had the Dolphins not making it and the Colts not making it. So there you go. My NFC was a little closer to being correct. But yeah, it was a weird year. It was just a strange year for football, but it's still fun to watch. Raheem Morris for DC. I don't hate it. That's my second choice. Jorge, what's up, man? What's going on, brother? Matthew, we need to get Wade Phillips since Joyner and Littleton are already in the system. I think Joyner's gone, but Littleton definitely needs some help because he did not look like the same player. Got any favorites in this year's playoff? Maybe a sleeper that can make a push. Ooh, good question. Hmm. I think the NFC favorite is obviously the Packers. Although this year it seems up in the air on both sides. I think the Packers will get in the NFC. In the AFC, I've got the Bills going. I don't know if you consider that a sleeper, but my sleeper in the AFC would probably be the Titans. even though they won their division. I think the Titans could sneak in there too. I don't think the Chiefs are going back. I really do think it's going to be the Bills and the Packers. I don't think. Wait, what were we saying? I don't either. I think he would have been signed if he was coming back. Nelly, I'm talking about right. Oh yeah, I don't think he's coming back. It's tough. If we go 6-4 next season, I'm gonna cry. I know, right? We should start off like 3-5 and then go like 7 and whatever that would be. That's what we should do. My question is, where else in the NFL does Nelson Aguilar fit? It's a good question, sir. Let's think about it. Who has a good quarterback but no weapons? Who needs a wide out that would be good for Nelson Aguilar? I mean, the Lions would be nice if Stafford does end up staying there. Who else? Who else? Who else? The Dolphins would probably be another good fit for Nelly. Those are a couple of good teams, I think. Gruden said Carr's here to stay. He's a starter. Absolutely. Yeah, I heard that yesterday. Love to hear it. Bills upset the Chiefs. I agree as well. Loyal, what's up, man? If people were paying attention, he said he'd prefer a 4-3, but 3-4 or playing multiple is a consideration. And that they would be finding a defensive coordinator as soon as possible. Good, good, good. My Super Bowl prediction is Bills Packers, with the Packers winning. I hope the Bills beat the crap out of the Chiefs in the wild card. I agree too. I'm a big Josh Allen fan. Remember when we were 6-3 and beat the Chiefs? Those were good times. Yeah, they were. They were really good times. It's unfortunate. He fits with the Raiders. He had a good season instead of Philly. Yeah, I hope he does stay. I'd like to keep him, but I just don't think we're going to. Whew, Trevor, for as much as we're paying Mariota, I wish we'd come up with some creative red zone packages where he's on the field with DC. I agree. I thought we were going to do that before the season started. I had that in my predictions video. My bold predictions was that he was going to get a lot of plays in the red zone and short yardage, and we didn't do that for whatever reason. But I don't know. I don't know why we didn't do that. I agree. What's up, Brian? Can the Raiders re-sign Nelson Aguilar? I mean, sure, they could. They technically could, yeah. I don't know if we're going to have the cap space. We got to get rid of some people. We might have to get rid of Marcus, Trent Brown, Joyner. We got to make room. Gabe Jackson, maybe. Danny, what's up, man? We should sign Justin Simmons. I don't hate it. I want difference makers. I want playmakers, and he's one of those guys. Defensively, I think we need to keep Trayvon, Crosby, Farrell, Abram, Arnett, Kwiatkowski, and Morrow are my guys. Those are my core that I think we should keep. Everyone else, in my opinion, is fair game. Both of the tackles, I'm not a huge fan of. Littleton, I don't know if it was the system or whatever you want to say. Eric Harris choked. Jeff Heath was okay. But those are my guys that I would like to keep and then build around. Thoughts on the JJ situation? Oh, I already touched on it before, but if you missed it, his people did come out and say he was not intoxicated, but I don't want to speculate on that because that's like a real world impact thing. I just said whoever is involved in the situation, I hope they are okay and they get better. And that's all I really want to say about it. Matthew, I don't think we're going to resign Nelly because he's going to want more money. I agree, buddy. I agree. Josh Jacobs got in a car accident. Yeah, we just talked about that. Keep Denzel good. I thought he did play pretty well. Maybe he could take over for Jackson because he's cheaper. Maybe Simpson can slide on in there. I don't know. But I think we're kind of close to wrapping it up here. I got all your comments hit. If you guys want to talk about anything else, throw it in there. It doesn't even have to be Raider stuff. It could be football, basketball. I don't care. We're talking about The Bachelor that's coming on. Any Bachelor fans out there? Shout out. But thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I'll wait a couple more minutes here to get any last final questions or concerns or comments thrown up on the screen. The Madden stuff will be coming out more often now. If you guys want to see other videos, you let me know. Follow me on Twitter. Link is or my handle is in the description. If you guys want to talk to me outside of the YouTube channel, you guys can tweet at me. It's just at Rodney Laborde, my name on Twitter. Here we go. And Dominican Sue is a free agent. No thanks. Get rid of Nelly Williams, draft a wide receiver. No, we don't need to draft a wide receiver. We have a plethora of them all of a sudden. I think we're okay. We're okay with that. What do you watch besides the NFL sports wise? Basketball, baseball, hockey, and like a big like boxing UFC fight, basically. Yes, I'll be watching Bachelor. Yeah, me too. Me too. Absolutely. Uh, you have a PS5 yet? No, I'm gonna wait like another 6 months before getting it. What about Irving? I mean, he's fine. I just want a difference maker at the linebacker position. I'm so sick of having to develop people. I just want to get someone who's already good. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe it is. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon for the off-season preview, mock draft, maybe. Look out for that. Please be sure to subscribe if you are new. It is free after all, no charge to you. And yes, I do watch college sports. I don't know why I forgot that. Baseball and basketball and football. I do. Just win.